So far today, my Amazon business has made $252, which is a little lower than normal, but it isn't bad considering so far all I've done today is meditate, do some exercise, go for a swim, do yoga, get a massage, and get lunch with my girlfriend. So $252 isn't bad considering I haven't even worked on my business today. And I'm gonna be fully honest and transparent with you in this video and show you day by day exactly how much money my Amazon business is actually making. I'm also gonna show you what my week actually looks like as an Amazon seller and how much work I actually do on my business. Now, the first thing I need to share with you, since I'm going to be honest with you in this video, is that $252 my Amazon business has made so far is revenue and not profit. First off, I sold 9 units of my products so far on Amazon today, which cost me around $74 to buy. And if you're new to the channel, I have 2 different products I'm selling on Amazon right now. My original product, Performance Nut Butter, and a cacao flavor of Performance Nut Butter. And here's the secret, we're gonna be launching a new product very soon, so stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to see that. But the next fee I have to pay is the Amazon selling fee, and I spent $37 so far today on that Amazon selling fee. And this is a flat 15% fee just to sell on the Amazon platform. There's also the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. And this is the fee Amazon charges you every time you make a sale and they have to pick, pack, and ship a product from their warehouse to the customer. Because if you don't know, that's what makes Amazon FBA so special, is they actually handle shipping out the products for you. Meaning you don't have to be in the United States, you can be traveling wherever you want. And that's why I'm able to be looking at this beautiful view right now instead of being stuck in the United States shipping packages. But there are other Amazon fees, things like storage fees and receiving fees, but these don't add up to much. So far today, I probably spent around $6 on these other fees. And I also spent around $29 so far today in Amazon PPC. And Amazon PPC is a way for you to advertise your products on Amazon's website, which gets you to the top of the search results for different keywords. And I find for every dollar I spend on Amazon PPC, I get $3, $4, $5 in revenue back. So it's well worth it to spend this $29 on Amazon PPC. And in total, so far today, I've made around $72 in profit, which is not a lot of money, but it's pretty cheap to live here in Mexico. You can get an amazing apartment for $30 a day. You can get an amazing meal for $5 or go to a yoga class for around $7. And the day isn't over yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of work, go to the beach, maybe do some surfing later today. And then tonight, Ariana and I are doing acro yoga. And in total, yesterday, I did about $600 in revenue, around $140 in profit, which, to be honest with you, is not a very good day for my Amazon business. I usually do closer to $300 a day profit, but of course, because I'm recording this video, I have one of the worst days I've had in a while. But still, that $145 is enough money to pay for a day of the life in Mexico. And I wanna show you right now, there's this beautiful view that I get to look at. And that's one of the benefits of an Amazon FBA business. I'm able to run my business from just about anywhere in the world. Now, I did think that today's sales were gonna be better, but so far today I've done around $400 in revenue, around $100 in profit. But to be honest, I had a pretty good day today. I did jujitsu, I went to the beach. Yeah, I did a little bit of work. I went to a really cool co-working space, but overall $100 so far today isn't bad and the day isn't over yet. And I just realized why my Amazon sales have been so slow this week. And it's because I'm about to run out of inventory. And a lot of times when you're about to run out of inventory in Amazon knows this and they start slowing down your sales a little bit. But in total, yesterday's sales were around $700 for the day. And then after all the expenses, the selling fees, all that kind of stuff, the total profit was right around $200. And this is a co-working space that I've been coming to, and it's really hard to find good internet connection here in this part of Mexico. But this is one of the few places that have it, and it's also a beautiful place to work out of. And I'm actually loving it so much here in Mexico that I'm looking at buying a place here. My parents are gonna be coming tomorrow. We're gonna be looking at a bunch of different houses that are for sale here in Mexico in this little city. And so hopefully I'll find something tomorrow that I'm gonna like. I should also mention that I'm about to run out of inventory on Amazon with PNB, and usually a year ago, I'd be really stressing out, but I'm not that stressed for a reason I'll talk about later in this video. And on Wednesday in total, my business did over $700 in revenue for a profit of around $200. Which is nice because I didn't really work on my Amazon business yesterday. My parents came into town and we ended up taking them out to dinner. We ended up spending the entire day on Thursday going around town with a real estate agent looking at potential places to buy. There were some really amazing ones with really amazing views, but we ended up finding one that was on the beach in a great location that we really loved. And even though the interior isn't exactly what we want, we're gonna do some renovations and we're gonna modernize it because the location is amazing. It's right on the beach, meaning that I could wake up, go for a run on the beach, jump into the ocean, and come right back home to start doing work. And I love it here in this town. It is my dream town. There's surf, there's yoga, there's constantly events. Everything's within walking distance. There's an MMA gym where I go and I do jujitsu. Basically, everything that I could want is right here. And on Thursday, while we were out looking at different apartments, my business ended up again doing a little over $700 in revenue for a profit of around $200 once you subtract out all the expenses and everything. And on Friday, we spent the entire day walking around town, exploring town with my parents, and I ended up having a really bad sales day. I only sold 14 units, which is unusually low for me, for around $400 in revenue. And after the cost of the product, all the different Amazon fees, all the different other random costs and everything, ended up doing $75 in profit, which is not great. And that's one thing about entrepreneurship is it's a roller coaster, and I highly recommend not looking at your stats every day, because when you have those bad days, it's easy to think, oh my God, everything's falling apart. But if you actually zoom out and look at the business as a whole, that's just part of the fluctuations of business. And to be completely honest, my sales are really down for this product because I just don't spend that much time on it. In my first 2 years, I made a lot more money with this business. In my first year, I did over $360,000 in revenue, and once you subtract all the costs and everything, it was $120,000 profit. In my second year, I did over $400,000 revenue. After you subtract all the costs and everything, it was $150,000 profit. Truth is, I haven't really been paying as much attention to my business. I've been kind of hands off. So the sales have been slipping a little bit. Part of the reason for that is instead of putting my time and energy into my own Amazon business, I've been putting a lot of my time, energy, and love into my Amazon FBA program. And I've been partnering with a lot of students that are in that program to help them start their own Amazon businesses. For instance, I partnered with AJ to create cocktail cards, and he's raised over $41,000 just on Indiegogo. He raised that money before he even spent any money on production. And the truth is, if I would have spent the time and energy I spent helping him with his business, on my own business, my business probably would have been doing even better in sales. But right now, that's not what's exciting to me. I'm making enough money that I can focus on doing things that I love doing. And for me, working with students and partnering on Amazon businesses is so much more fun. And Saturday, I ended up taking my parents out to a nice dinner, ended up doing around $600 in sales and a total profit of only $100. And again, I want to reiterate here that to make $100 extra doesn't seem like that great, but it's the freedom. Because of the freedom that Amazon FBA has given me, I'm able to live here in Mexico. And to be completely honest with you, this isn't my only source of income anymore. I have a lot of different other Amazon businesses. But the reason I talk about Amazon FBA on this channel is, one, it can be extremely profitable. And as I've mentioned before, you can easily do over 6 figures on Amazon. I've been able to do that. There's over 200,000 people that are selling on the Amazon platform that are making over $100,000 a year. But more importantly, by creating an Amazon business, it gives you the freedom to be able to do whatever you want. So even though that $100 doesn't seem like a lot of money, keep in mind this is a really bad week that I've chosen to do this video for. And also that it's not as much about the money as it is about the freedom. And on Sunday, my parents ended up leaving and I ended up doing around $600 in revenue for a total profit after you subtract the product cost, the Amazon selling fee, the Amazon FBA fee, all the other fees of around $150. Now, if it seems like I don't do a lot of work for my Amazon FBA business, it's true. I don't, but I want to be very clear about something. I put in a lot of hard work up front. Once you get a business like Amazon FBA up and running, it's relatively passive. All you have to do really is keep inventory in stock, and Amazon will keep selling your product. You'll keep getting reviews. Things will kind of snowball in a very positive way. But that being said, it does take a lot of work up front. And back a little over 8 years ago, I had a corporate job where I was making around $80,000 a year. But I was kind of a slave to my company. They told me when to wake up. They told me when to show up to work. They told me when I could take breaks and when I could go home. They told me which days I had to show up to work and which days I wasn't allowed to work. And I was making that $80,000 a year, and I read this book, The 4-Hour Workweek. It talks about how you could create a business and then use things like virtual assistants, or in this case, the Amazon FBA fulfillment program, to basically automate your business so that you could remove yourself from the business so that the business would keep running even if you weren't actively on it. That basically you could free up your time. And I had this realization that if I could make $300 a day profit, that I could live the life of basically a millionaire, because I'd be making $100,000 a year, but but I'd be able to spend my time doing whatever I wanted to do. I'd be able to live wherever I wanted to live. And one important thing, as I've already mentioned, is if you're living in a foreign country, your money goes a lot further. And for me, it wasn't just about making as much money as possible. It was about being able to spend my time doing the things I love doing. Going to yoga classes, surfing, doing jujitsu, spending my days doing things that were really fun. That's, to me, what leads to an enjoyable life. The other reason why I still talk about Amazon FBA on this channel, and I think it's such a big opportunity, is because if you ever get sick of your business, you can sell it. If you get sick of your corporate job and you want to quit one day, you're gone. You stop making money the day that you stop working. With a business, what you're doing is you're actually creating an asset that you can then go turn around and sell. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to sell this business, or at least 75% of this business, for a deal that I think was worth over $1 million. And that's another thing I want to be completely clear about, is I only technically own 25% of this business right now. And a lot of the work is being done by my business partner, but even he isn't really doing a lot of work on the current products. He's looking at creating and developing new products that we can launch. But the truth is, even before I had this business partner, I wasn't doing that much work on my Amazon business. Once you get things up and running, sure, you can spend a little bit of time on Amazon PPC, a little bit of time doing marketing, but realistically, once you get it up and running, all you have to do is keep your products in inventory. And I want to be clear that Amazon FBA is a huge opportunity right now. Last year, Amazon did over $400 billion in sales. There's over 112 million Prime customers. E-commerce is growing like crazy. It was at 12% in 2019, up to 16% last year. People are buying things online more and more, and this is the perfect time to start your online business. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm actually investing in a lot of the students that join my Amazon FBA program. I'm investing in their business. I'm partnering in their businesses because I believe that Amazon FBA is the future. And if you want to learn how to start your own Amazon business for free, I did a free complete Amazon FBA course you can get just by clicking right here. It's a playlist of all the different videos on step-by-step how you can create your own Amazon business. So click on that playlist of free Amazon FBA videos, and I hope to see you in the next video.